things that are more serious. For instance, if we're going to go out now, well, please don't fight me. I use it loosely.
Okay.
So if we're going to go out, for instance, now, I'll give my wife maybe about 1.5 hours ahead of time to start preparing. She will take a bath 1 hour before I even, you understand? Because I know she will need extra care. But people will say, oh, you want to look beautiful for me. No, not only for me, for the society. Because, for instance, I lived in Igbo land before. The way to judge a man that is worthy in Igbo land is the wife.
Correct.
So if you see the wife, you know the husband is a man of substance. Your attention leaves the wife and goes to, who is the husband of this woman, is taking care of this woman. That's the way it goes. Women want to be appreciated. So that's why I said first, if a woman feels unloved, she will feel insecure.
Okay.
Anybody who brings that love to her, who brings that care, who brings that, she will naturally feel through with the person. Why do you think sometimes in the workplace there are blossoming relationships? A woman might have a wife at home, a husband at home who doesn't even care about that. But you come to the office, you see a guy who takes you out for lunch. You say, man, Perpetua, this is a nice dress you're wearing. This is a nice hair. This earring, it must have cost a fortune. Oh, this is, you understand? You're beginning, something that your husband is supposed to do, somebody else is doing it. So over time, if it continues to take you out, I'll give an example. There was a lady that she's a single mother.
Okay.
So my wife was not in town. So I told her, I said, we had this award night we want to go to. I said, go. You know, you have a lot of friends you could go with. So I went with this lady, a single mother. You know, when we came to where we were, because a driver, one of our drivers in the office took me. So I came down. You know what I did? I opened my door to allow her go through my door. That's the right side. What they call owner's corner in Nigeria. So I let her go. When we got to the venue, you had a flight of stairs. So I held her hand to take her out, to go. And so when she was coming down, I did say, open the door. And, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know that I was looking for trouble.
So they're seeing signs. So I
was looking for trouble. Because I just wanted to, because I was the one who invited her. I wanted her to feel at home. So possibly, this is I'm just saying, this is a conjecture. It's possible that no man treats her like that. So she naturally. So then I went to Benin. I didn't tell her I was going to be. She felt angry. Oh, you didn't even tell me we were going traveling.
Why did
you start? I was supposed to tell you. You know, when are you coming back? How are you feeling there? I hope you are eating well and not. You know. So that's to tell you that if she were in a relationship, she was feeling unloved. But you see, what she was missing in that relationship was something I began to show to her, even though I have no commitment. So you see, I had no commitment, but she was ready to be asking. On her own, she was feeling as if this man, this is what I want in a man, which she was not getting from whatever relationship was in. You understand? So, and then you also feel this this is lack of self-esteem. A lady may feel inadequate for you, say, oh, because I'm not as educated as you are, or because of this one. But somebody else is seeing her as gold. So the person who sees us as gold, she'll flow with that person. So these are some of the factors responsible for where people should cheat. Because, for instance, if you give a woman what she needs, tell a woman what she wants to hear, she goes with you.
Let's talk about the male aspect. Because
no, I'm trying to balance it. Right. So it's the same thing. For instance, what could make a man cheat? At the heart of this is sex. Men naturally don't have any trouble, having feeling for any woman when it has to do with going to bed. But a woman, the woman has to like you, you have to treat that woman well before she can naturally fall for you. But the man, once you have all the feminine qualities, all the feminine, a man is ready to go. So if the woman is starving that man from that basic need of man, it can resort to somebody who flaunts it and the man gets it. It's not as if the man may be committed to that person. If so, at the heart of that is said. Number two, a woman who does not respect her man, you're always argumentative. Men don't want to be argued with. First of all, accept what he has said. You cannot say, on the other hand, can we also look it that way? But when you say, no, I don't want to go there, you are looking for trouble.
Okay.
So first of all, accept what the man has. The man will share, this is what I want us to do. You say, okay, it looks good. It's wisdom. Oh, what you have said looks good. Oh, it looks very beautiful. But darling, whatever you're going, I'm seeing something else from what you are just saying. Hi, but. Hey, okay, I didn't see it that way. Then you have given yourself a space of reckoning before that man. So, as I said, men, they don't want to be they don't want to be stabbed when it has to do with emotional need. They don't also want to be argued with unnecessarily. Then, when you don't also cook well, maybe you also starve your man in belly, and you find maybe one of these days you find he goes to a ladies, how then they prepare for you. Then the way you also serve your partner, sometimes, I mean, thankfully we have gone beyond that. If you know this tray, this platter, if the platter is dirty, maybe you didn't wash or something. I feel I can't eat that food. So before you serve me, you must be dirty. The napkin and everything must be properly done, because we are supposed to be king in question. I'm just saying so. I mean, quote at me. We're supposed to be. So you serve me, you regard me. But when you just say, eat your food there, there's a video I watched recently. There's a video I watched recently. A guy sat at table. Okay. I don't know whether it should be a wife also. Came, just dropped food, dropped the fork, the cutlet and all that, and was just put what I was walking away. The man just got, what is matter? So the man just went and was reading, and the man, took her, and they went into the bedroom, and they did something over the other room. But the man now came back and now put on his dress and sat down. If you see the way the lady brought the food back, oh God! If the man just, as an aside, he just put a thumbs up. The lady saw how all smiles. That was the lady who didn't feel loved in the beginning. So it goes either way. That's why it's a delicate balancing, but it can be balanced. I'm sure I'll be able to do the balance.
That's quite interesting. While you were speaking, I was happy because you were mentioning some of the things that could be responsible for someone, gravitating towards another person and all. So when we begin to see these signs in our relationships and we want to keep these relationships, what should we do?
Well, first, relationship, they are not made in heaven. Okay? And then nobody just say, there are no relationships that are heavily made, then you flow into it. It's not possible. They are all made here. God has nothing to do with male-female relationship.
You work it out yourself.
You work it out yourself, because there is no manual. There's no divine manual for any relationship to be successful. What works for you may not work for me. What works for her may not work for you. So you must be able to look at your partner. First, that's why before people get married, they allow them a period of courtship. And that courtship necessarily doesn't have to mean the only time going to bed and all that. You need to look at the man. What usually makes the man to what triggers off his anger, his temperament or not. You study some of these things. Does the man like dirty? For instance, I can tell you this. Before I got married, when I was my wife and I, we did a little courtship, because my church didn't allow a long because of other things could come up and all that.
That's true.
So when I was going to their house that time with a friend of mine, because somebody had to chaperone us, we'll go over there, because it was like an SU marriage anyway. We'll go over there, she and her sister. So this is how they didn't find, what I'm going to tell you, she didn't see any problem with it. But once we got married, I found problem with it. I'll tell you why. Each time they wash clothes outside, they go sun the clothes on the clothesline, they brought the clothes, but they dump it on the bed before I married her. So when they come in the night, just shift it, find a space and sleep. But I didn't grow up that way. My mother was a very, very, honestly speaking, the woman was what they call very, very, very picky.
Meticulous.
Very meticulous. Yeah. So once she gets down there, she will fold the clothes, put them on her head and all that, and then put them, separate them and put camphor and all. She put them away. So you couldn't see clothes washed on the bed. And the bed, my mother couldn't sleep on the bed that is not well made. So that's how I grew up. So when we've got married, because my wife would just dump clothes on the bed. We say, and just shift there and sleep. Tomorrow we'll fast. No. So he brought a truck. But if she didn't learn, it could be a source of problem to us. So you must study your partner, know exactly what your partner's what he or she doesn't like, how she wants to be treated, how she wants to be talked to. Sometimes my wife feels, before now, she felt I was talking down on her instead of talking to her. Every time I was talking down on her. So she didn't say, I'm also a human, let's discuss. You can't just be talking, you understand. So you also, there are women who say, okay, let my voice be heard. At least let my voice be heard. Don't just give me instruction. Hey, this is what I want. Before I come back from us, I don't want this cup here again. No, come on. Darling, please, could you do something about this? You see, that's some of us studying communication. We find a way to always not talk down people. You understand? Because I've learned that over time. Perpetual, please, that cup, could you help me change the position before I come? I'm so sorry. Oh, what's wrong with you? Oh, look, the brand, the logo is not facing the camera. Oh, okay, thank you. I say, hey, Perpetual, don't you know the logo is not facing the camera? What's wrong with you? You're talking to that person. So you must regard the person as also human. So these are some of the things you have to look at in relationship so that you can begin to work against the trigger signs that will bring problems.
Okay. All right. You want to say something?
Yeah, of course. Okay. I, as much as I really do agree with a couple of things you've said, if not all of them. I still understand that some people they cheat without even reason.
I was going there.
Okay, there's chronic cheat. They cheat without reasons. You see, someone is trying to be near perfect for you, and giving his or herself shots for you, and then you are having something to, and you can't even help yourself. So those kind of people in a relationship, and as much as you're trying to make it work, and you say there's no manual, which I actually do agree. Do you really expect people? Because I'll cite an instance. For instance, Margaret will be in a relationship with Charles. I know you're married, but then I could be in a relationship with you, yeah. And maybe you did something, you probably cheated, and of course I'm supposed to forgive and forget and act like nothing happened. But then I look at you, and as much as I really do love you, and I really want to forgive you and actually forget and move on with the life and the sweet relationship I have had with you. But I look at you and I'm like, he broke my trust, and I'm now trying to trust you again. And the more I see, the more I'm seeing a man who,
the more you are revolted.
I'm seeing a man who shattered my emotions, destroyed my heart, and gave it to the dogs to eat. So how for someone like that, how is the person supposed to move on and maybe look at the guy, especially if he or she is someone who was cheating for no reason?
Well, I please permit me to say that I don't believe that people cheat without no reason. There must be an underlying factor responsible for why people cheat. I mentioned some of them now. How could somebody just cheat and say he has no reason for cheating?
Some people are naturally promiscuous. They are just promiscuous. They'll tell you variety is the spice of life.
Promiscuity, for instance.
Variety is the spice of life.
That's what they say.
Variety is the reason.
Okay,
but I said for no reason.
Okay.
That's why
it's not a justifiable.
No. Now,
tenable reason.
Now you are bringing an epithet into it. Whether it's justifiable, there's the reason. It's not tenable. It may not be tenable to you, but if it's not tenable to him or her, why did she or he do it in the first place? There are reasons for all actions, nearly all actions. But what I'm saying first is that when you find someone who cheats, either consciously or unconsciously, for no reason, as you say, or for other reasons, as you say, there is a problem. The problem is, as I want to hammer on this, that if you are truly committed to that relationship and to your partner, when the urge comes for you to do it, you always remember you. I'm on national TV. I have been tempted multiple times because, as I say, I'm a public person. I have both male and female friends. I've been tempted several times to want to misbehave. But see, I had to, so that I remember, no, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this. I'll quickly check myself because I know I've committed to someone. No, if I go ahead to do it, what would I say? Now, let me tell you why I tell some guys why it's not very, very good cheating. Because somebody's heart has been committed to that relationship. It's emotions. Emotions could destroy a man, could destroy a woman. If, just as she used us as an example, for instance, we are dating. She's a very beautiful girl and all that. Okay? Now she goes out to do it. I'll say, I check myself. What's wrong with me? Is there something in me that I look at, not me, Charles. I look at the mirror, Charles, now, what happened? What is it? So I will find myself becoming inadequate for her.
Sure.
So coming to the center will be a problem. I say, if she could do this once, She could do this second time, and she comes to say sorry, you know, something just happened. That thing that happened, you could not check. I wish you check it again. So that's why I always tell people it is better not to do it, because if you do it once, you might do it a second time.
True.
I tell people, we say, look, this is it. If you are in a platonic relationship with a woman or a man, if you have not, both of you have not committed yourself to, you know, going to bed and all that, you have nothing, no picture to play back in your head. But once you have done it, you see those pictures of how you were in bed when you went to bed will always play back. Then it now brings hunger for that person. If, for instance, what both of you did there is not as good as what you do with your partner, that picture will always come to make comparison. If I were with this guy now, this guy would have treated me this way. I don't know what's even wrong with this guy. Say, look at him, he's so dull and all that. So there's something that will always be pulling you from there, from the center to the outermost part.
Okay.
These are the reasons why you should be always careful. You commit to a man or commit to a woman. If both of you want to end a relationship, end it on mutual grounds.
Yeah.
And face somebody you know you can. In the Western world, a lady will tell someone, I'm no more in love with you. I found somebody else. But here, because of our values, Africans, we can't
also have the next person. All right, we do not have so much time. But
okay.
yeah,
Okay, just one more thing, basically. In conclusion, what do you think? Is it a forgivable offense in a relationship?
It is forgivable, but it's not forgettable.
Okay.
It is forgivable.
I would have asked for more, but I think we should
Yeah,
just
but not
end it.
forgettable.
I don't think we have
Not
the time.
forgettable.
No, we don't have the time.
It's a scar. It's a scar that remains there for a long time. It's difficult to have it completely obliterated from your memory. You only try not to remember it. But once in a while, if a lady cheats, for instance, you now see her talking to a man, your mind flies. Or if your guy cheats, you see him talking to a lady, your mind flies. It's always, who knows what they are talking about?
That's what I'm trying to make, the fact that you even see the person and you have a kind of resentment.
No, it may not be resentment, but you see that thing will say, I wish yourself. Only God knows what they are discussing. It's a bit as we do that day. Anyway, let's just leave it that way there, you know.
All right.
That's how it goes.
Thank you so much, Charles, for sharing your thought. And I would like to pick from the point he made. He said, if you know you can't be with this person, why not just end
it
on a platform? End it. You don't have to hurt the next person's feeling, because move on. It's not a do or die affair. No. If you're not married, it's not even a do or die affair. If you know you can handle someone rather than cheat, please just end it. Right? Thank you so much, Charles, one more time. And then that was Charles the whole I like to call him a public affairs analyst, but in this aspect, I would like to call him
absolutely
a love doctor. You know,
love doctor.
Well, he didn't pay me money.
We'll tell you when you're part of the show. All right, we'll take a very short break now. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show with
social media
boys. So we'll be right back.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And and it's Blemiviv Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiviv family.
You're welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that segment, because I did, and I'm sure Perpetual did, because even after, let me just tell you what happened now. During the short break, Perpetual went on and on in the studio saying her mind, something she didn't say on. Perpetual, please. You're married already anyway, so, and I'm sure that, but people like us who are single, we're the ones who have to bother about these things, you know?
Well, there are people who are married and they also
we
cheat.
don't reach that point, but that's
definitely
you can have a relationship, but not
you know what, I feel that before you get to marry someone, you already know the person.
Yeah.
So if you decide to marry this person, you're prepared for whatever comes after. So that's just, that's something you settle before you get married to that person, basically. That's it for me.
All right, we're getting there very soon. Okay, now to the social media buzz. I don't know, everything just centered around men today. I don't know what's happening, but
it's love.
Yeah. Well, I would have said Valentine is in the air, but okay, this is November, December, January, February. Okay. All right, that says, please, how can I protect my woman from other guys? I'm sure this is coming from a jealous boyfriend. And Nigerians and their response is always epic. Someone said, Oma para, well, that's Yoruba. They say, no, kill yourself. Oh,
Oma para boda.
Thank you. Oma para boda. That means don't kill yourself, right?
Yeah.
All right. Someone else said, give her money.
That should be a lady.
Okay, yeah. Then write your name on her forehead. That's for Margaret. Margaret, not my Margaret. So, well, Margaret, what would Margaret say this now? Come on, people want my name. We don't do like this. Write your name on her forehead. Wow. Queen said, protect her bow. Protect her bow. You be police? Okay, now, since you like to protect, 2 nights with you plus prayer and fasting for her. Perpetual is laughing. Ade Tutu said, if you can leave other people's women, all those numerous men you've been tasting. Oh, wow. Nigerian. How can you ask? Someone's asking for advice and you're telling him these things. Blessing said, Solo, you can't protect your woman by loving her and being yourself. Or rather, you can protect her by loving her and being yourself. Don't give her any reason to doubt your love for her. If she can trust that, you'll never cheat on her. Still cheating? Believe me, she's all yours. Women are not dogs. Let's allow me fuller. Thank you for this. Ruth said, lock her inside the house. Epic. But protecting your woman, even protecting your man. I saw a clip that said you can do everything for a man, everything for a man to stay. You will not keep a man. What to keep a man is a man that wants to be kept. Exactly. The same thing happens to a woman. You can do anything to keep her, but long as you're doing the right, you're not making her feel unloved, like Charles today who rightly said, you can do anything trying to keep her. If she does not want to be kept, she will not be kept. So, Emma, what?
Anyway, so what I'll say to that is the question again, I think it's what do I do? How do I protect my woman from other guys? And I'll say that when it comes to relationship, if you get to that point where you're already feeling insecure, you feel you need to do extra, and sweetheart, you're not in a relationship, you're stressing yourself. Correct. That's not love. Love is supposed to be sweet. Love is supposed to be enjoyed. If you're in a relationship with someone that truly loves you, the vibe, the energy, it's going to be out of this world. It's something you're going to love, somebody you want to talk to.
And you don't have to exhaust yourself trying to keep.
Do you understand? It's already a red flag that something is wrong with that relationship. If she doesn't find you good enough for her, let her go.
She should leave you, or you should leave her. That's what we're talking about.
Don't doubt yourself. The moment you start doubting yourself, you start thinking you're not enough for someone, then something is wrong with that person, not with you. So know that there's nothing wrong with you. It's that other person who is not seeing the gold mine that you are. So please.
But if she know she would want you to do things that will keep her. Why did she even accept your proposal in the first place? Sometimes
she just wants to have fun.
Oh well, okay. Let's move to the next. We have some trend. There's this trend now saying
clothes will give me money. I want to follow now.
Funny now. Someone said that clothes we are not go finish this season. I want start to the collect coming from a tailor. Now clients we no want pay balance. I want to disappoint now.
Okay, I like that.
Now in-law we go ask me to leave their daughter for 500 million naira. They find like this. Now boo will no be my own. I want start to the post. Don't try it. People will break your head. Okay. Now property will no belong to me. My papa I want inherit. Now waiting I want buy tomorrow. I want the post now. I love Nigerians and their
how we always come up with things to excite ourselves, to make ourselves happy,
Exactly.
So just forget about all the stories in the news, So I think, it's amazing. I laughed listening to all the things you just talked about.
All right, we would just, like I said, Nigerians are happy people.
We are happy.
We cannot be put in a box. We cannot be sad forever. With all the sad things happening, people will still find a way to laugh. And without this trend, and I'm sure they brought this trend out to just make themselves happy, and we deserve happiness. So I'll just wrap up the show right now. Thank you so much. Don't forget, this conversation doesn't end just here. Continues on our social media platforms, our live chat below, and also all of our social media platforms, like I'd already said. And today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. It's never a dull moment on Ivan Daybreak. Neither is never a dull moment with Perpetua, her signature dance. All right, the quote here says from Winston Churchill, says, success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Says that again. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. So it's okay to fail. It's okay to have a failed relationship. But what is not okay is when you dwell in the failure. If the fault, like I want to put from relationship, if the fault not from you, if someone doesn't want to be with you, allow him or her go. It's okay to have a failed relationship, but your sanity is what's important. It's okay to go down, but what's not okay is staying down. My name is Margaret Opera.
All right, my name is Perpetua Fasami Peter. See you again tomorrow. Do enjoy the rest of the day. Bye for now. It's NOV from here.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Mama, you're coming to Lagos. Banga. Baby, Mama just called me now. She's coming to see you. She asked me to tell you to make banga soup for her. And she's close to the house. Oh.
How do you expect me to prepare banga in just few minutes?
I have a solution for you.
Really?
If you no sabi cook the banga, you no go enter my family.
Pali banga is used in making other exotic dishes such as banga jollof rice, banga efo riro, banga asaro or yam porridge, banga egusi, and many more. Pali banga is easy to open, no preservatives, no cholesterol, and no coloring. Approved by NAFDAC. Manufactured by Pali Agro Products Limited. Available in all leading stores and supermarkets nationwide.
Pali banga, natural palm fruit extract for tasty African cuisine.
You go enter market, just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the up, open am, take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi. Yes! Jesus. Jesus.
Come in, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. I'm here to deliver what you ordered from Pali Agro.
Oh,
yes,
Pali Agro.
Yes, sir.
Next wasn't there.
Alright, plantain and manga.
Banga.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Please, I would like to order another set. And I want you, especially you, so please bring it for me. But before you go, let me give you something for your transportation.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, my dear. Have a blessed day.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please can you stand up?
Sir, I need you to go through my scores.
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank you, sir. Bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, I did your course and I passed.
What's your name?
My name is Esther Okeke.
Esther
Okeke.
So I can learn here.
Okay. I did your course and I know I studied very well.
Okay.
And I passed. But when I checked the result, I found out that I failed.
You failed?
Yes. I'm God.
Okay. What's your name again?
My name is Esther Okeke.
Esther Okeke.
Yes, sir.
Esther Okeke. Oh. You really failed.
That's what was written there.
Yes.
But I passed. Because I read day and night with candle and lamp.
Hello. Sorry. Are you in Jambat?
Yes, sir. I am.
Oh, I see. You see, welcome to this great citadel of learning that we encourage people to be smart.
Smart?
Yes. You see, my dear, can you have me clear the table, please? Yes, let me clear the table. Thank you. No bother. You see, my dear, as a student in this great citadel of learning, we encourage you to be smart. I'm not talking about your intellectual capacity. I'm telling you that you have to be smart. Not upstairs now, but downstairs.
Sir, what's the meaning of downstairs?
You don't understand what I'm saying. You don't understand what I'm saying. I mean, when I'm marking, you are giving me action. When I'm marking, you are giving me action.
What kind of action is that? Sir, in the book of Proverbs, let me read it to you. Let me read it to you, sir.
Hello, young lady.
Sir.
Leave my office.
I can't leave your office. I told you that I read. And I read, I'm a very, very good student. I read and I made sure I did everything that you asked us to do. And I passed it. I passed that course, sir.
What's your name again?
My name is Esther Okeke.
Which level are you?
I'm in 100 level, sir.
You have failed your final course.
Okay, sir, what can I do? What do you want me to do?
Action.
What kind of action?
Action, baby.
Oh, you're like a father to me.
I'm your father. If you want to stop, wait me.
Yes! Jesus! Jesus!
Piroro!
There's no doubt that sports is a major unifying factor amongst Nigerians. However, despite the massive talent in the country and the palatable love of people for sports, it's quite unfortunate that this industry is still very much undeveloped. This is the reason Nigeria only records success in international competition once in a while.
rather than replicating it on a content basis. Today, we'll be discussing the way forward for sports development in Nigeria. Welcome to the program People's Voice, and I am Calliope. Let's go on a break. I'll be right back. Welcome back with me in the studio. With me is Akan Paul.
Yeah.
I know you're from the Cross River area.
Akwa Ibom, actually.
Akwa Ibom?
Yes.
Wow, they like dance like this. So Akan Paul is a sports analyst and a commentator. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So let's dive into today's topic with Akan Paul. Hope you're ready. And commentator, come on, you're ready. So,
yeah, of course.
Sport is one of Nigeria's positive exports in over 3 decades. And what is your opinion on the current state of the sports development in Nigeria?
Well, to be sincere with you, sport is very, very lackluster, and the menace has hitting deep in the country. And, you know, coupled with the fact that we have COVID-19 now, it's even deeper than expected, you know. But I think the major problem of sports development in Nigeria is not because of the, it's not because of any other reason than structure.
Okay.
The structure is very bad, and the personnel, you know, most of the time are not technocrats, and that's why the development of sport in Nigeria is nothing to write home about.
No, that's, you know, one thing is I keep hearing is, oh, the structure is bad. Why can't we one day and say, this one, on this part, the structure is okay?
Yeah, it's not like you know, we have a lot of sectors in sports. We have football, we have basketball, we have tennis, we have
a lot.
We have a lot of other sports. We have athletics, you understand. Even now, we have some couple of athletes that have qualified for the Olympics already. And you know, it's not just about we going for competitions and, you know, going to win and everything. It's about the structure. What are we doing in terms of discovering talent? What are we doing in terms of infrastructure? What are we doing in terms of, you know, bringing and harnessing talents, that raw talents, you know, finding this talent all over Nigeria, organizing competitions, and, you know, bringing PR to it, bringing the social media to it, engaging the people, engaging the society, engaging every stakeholder in the sporting world. For instance, you watch the English Premier League every year. You see the marketing aspect of it. You see how it's being turned out every year. There's innovation. There's constant innovation for it to get better, from the fans angle to the players angle to the coaching to the technology itself, or even on the pitch. You know, so. Everything when it comes to development in sport in Nigeria needs an overhaul for it to get better, especially when it comes to business part. Even we have never talked about the business angle, you know. The business angle is where we've never gotten it 1 inch, not talk of development, you know. So the business angle is very, very important as well, because when we develop, when we have infrastructure, when we have a structure in place, the business side will thrive. But when it's lackluster, there's no development, the business won't come up. There will not be business, because people wouldn't want to put their money where there will be loss. People want to put their money where, you know, there will be returns, there will be profit for them. You know, at the end of the day, they will smile to the bank. Okay, I'm happy. I'm putting my money in this thing, and I'm getting my return back. So that's just the way it is.
Wow. So in your own opinion, what role is the current administration displaying to develop the factor in the past 8 years?
Okay, in the past 8 years, we've had a different, the role, especially for the sport ministry, it has been from one issue to the other. For instance, in some sectors we have basketball for 4 years now. I think for 3 years now, we've not had a viable league in the basketball. We have had factions. This faction is saying I'm the president. This faction is saying I'm the president. So when it comes to the last 8 years, I'll really say maybe in football in 2013 we had a relatively good performance from the Super Eagles where we won the Africa Cup of Nations. After that, we've not had anything. In the last Olympics that we went in 2016, we also did very poorly in it. So, but when it comes to administration and in the past 8 years in administrative wise, the what do you call it? The minister, the appointment of ministers has made it not look as if there's anything going on in sport, because the people they appoint are not technocrats. They're not people who are thoroughbred in sport. You understand? And that's what a lot of people are clamoring for, a lot of experts in the sporting world. Let's bring in people that have knowledge about this. Let's induce sports science. Let's induce innovations. Let's talk about. Let's bring back all the rotten infrastructure across the country, and then our sports, maybe in the next 8 years, would rejig itself from the past 8 years that has been woeful.
Okay, that's this question that's been clamoring in my heart for, like, as a kid. Like, you go to the stadium sometimes, you go to on the streets and different places, you see different people playing different kind of sports and everything, and you see this really intelligent guys, young guys that really into it, and they want to take it as a career. This is what they do for life, and after a while, boom, they're doing something else because they don't get. Why can't, like, the whites, you see, they kind of go to different areas and pick them up when they're young? Why are that not done? This kind of thing is not done in Nigeria, especially in the sports.
Yeah, why it's not done? I'll always go back to leadership. I'll always go back to structure as well. Over the years we've had different competitions, especially age grade competitions. Before, we used to have the Shell Cup in football. We used to have even recently we just had the National Sports Festival held in Edo State, which I would say the awareness was bad, the publicity and everything, the business angle was so terrible.